Prime Minister Narendra Modi will not be travelling to Malaysia later this month. Instead, he will attend the ASEAN Leaders Summit virtually, a decision that has drawn both political and diplomatic attention. The announcement was made by Malaysian Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim, who said he received a phone call from Prime Minister Modi earlier this week. According to Ibrahim, Prime Minister Modi expressed his inability to attend the summit in person, citing festive celebrations back home. Sources in New Delhi say the timing of Diwali and Chhath festivals, both of which hold deep cultural and political importance, played a major role in this decision. The Chhath Puja especially has a strong resonance in Bihar, a state heading into elections next month, with the first phase on November 6th and second on November 11, and the results on November 14. Prime Minister Modi's participation in the ASEAN summit will now be through a virtual address. In a tweet following his call with Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim, Modi wrote, and I quote, "Had a warm conversation with my dear friend Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim of Malaysia. I look forward to joining the ASEAN India summit virtually and to further deepening our comprehensive strategic partnership." The ASEAN summit, hosted this year in Kuala Lumpur from October 26th to 28th, will bring together leaders from across Southeast Asia and key partner nations, including the United States, China, and Japan. Malaysia has extended invitations to US President Donald Trump and several ASEAN dialogue partners as well. President Trump is expected to arrive in Kuala Lumpur on October 26 for a two-day visit. This means there will be no Modi-Trump bilateral meeting on the sidelines of the summit, a meeting that had been widely anticipated by both Indian and international observers. Government sources indicate that New Delhi prefers such an engagement to take place once negotiations on the long-pending India-US trade agreement are completed. Interestingly, President Trump recently stated that India had agreed to reduce its imports of Russian oil, an issue that remains central to Washington's diplomatic outreach in Asia.
Well, I think I'll be talking to him about it. I think it's a little bit of a different talk. India, as you know, has told me they are stop. It's a process. You can't just stop it. But by the end of the year, they'll be down to almost nothing. That's a big thing. There was almost 40% of the oil. India, they've been great. Spoke to Prime Minister Modi yesterday. They've been absolutely great. China's a little bit different. They're a little bit different relationship they have with Russia. It was never good, but because of Biden and Obama, they got forced together. They should never have been forced together, but they're a little bit forced. But they're by nature, they can't be friendly.
For now, Prime Minister Modi's virtual participation in ASEAN underscores a careful balance between India's global commitments and pressing domestic priorities ahead of key state elections. And while the summit will go ahead without Modi's physical presence, India's message of regional cooperation, strategic engagement will still be heard, this time through a digital screen. For more such stories, keep watching the Indian Express.